Hello, everybody. Yes, that familiar voice is the one of a returning MTG noob. Now, I would like to first shout out Vision Ever, Magic Lover, and everybody else who's been part of the site, who's been holding it down since I've been somewhat doing my thing, a little bit burnt out. So, everybody who's helped with the site and everybody who has more or less stuck through, thank you very much. I'm going to be completely honest. I have not drafted this set at all. I did a bunch of triple dragon maze stuff, and so I really don't know what to expect. I know this card's good, but I'm not a big fan of Simic. I really do like this card. Not happy that this isn't a Voice of Resurgence, but what are you going to do? I think I'm just going to take this Gruul War Chant. It's in colors I like to play. I know it's pretty bonkers, etc. Ooh, a foil one. It's better than one Gruul War Chant. Two. But I think I'm going to take this Petrify. Person obviously picked up the rare and is pretty happy with it. Premier removal. Nothing wrong with that. There's some decent green and red cards. Maybe they'll wheel. Do like the gatekeepers, but in this version of stuff and things, I don't think they get off as much as people would like to believe. Alright, another debt to the debt lists. That's not how you say it, but etc. That's been like my super lazy thing. I'm just like, meh. Words are hard to say now. It's kind of between these two right now. I'm trying to stay open. I could take the Simic Guildgate, but I'd rather not. I think I'm just going to take the Renegade Krasis. I think it's a green card, so we're cutting green, which is pretty decent. Alright, and of course we get a Beetle Form Mage, which just really makes me think what's going on here. As right now, we're fine in kind of Jund, or at least green as our color. I don't know how high you're supposed to take fixing. I've been seeing a lot of gates. It's really between this and this. I think Beetle Form Mage is pretty good, but I don't want to go into blue for it, and I've also already passed one. Seems like we're getting past Simic. I think Beetle Form Mage is probably better than this. So maybe I should take it, but I do tend to like this guy. And I don't know if the format is fast or slow. I think I'm going to pass on the blue signal for now. I know that's probably completely incorrect, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's the Mtgnoob. What do you expect? Alright, we could take another Warlord or this Feral dude with War Chant. He's pretty beast mode. I think I'm going to do that. We could probably wheel... Well, we won't wheel this from this pack, but we could probably get another one. This guy's average. Our deck looks pretty monocolored right now. Interesting. There's a Beck Call, which we're not going to bother with. Fatal Fumes, which I personally do not like as a removal spell. This took card Cerebral. Got a Clue Stone, another Clue Stone. A gate, but we don't have anything that's like really gatey right now, if that's a word. I know it's not. This guy's pretty solid, but I think I'm going to take the Fumes here. I could be completely wrong on this pick. It's probably like this, or this, if I'm taking a black card. Alright, and then we have this pack, which has pretty much nothing. Have not been impressed with this card. Gleam of Battle seems like it's going to blow me out. I think I'm just going to hack the Steeple Rock here. Of course, none of these clues. You know what? You know what? Let's take a Rakdos Cluestone. I might want to play 3 colors. I think that's fine. Whoa! Hola, compadre. See, like, I want to pick this up as a signal. But the thing is, like, our deck's kind of starting to get all over the place. But I think I'm going to take it anyway. That's what I'm doing. I'll gladly take this. Alright, so we're kind of going into Rakdos right now. I'm going to just hide my green cards. And we could see, look how good the Rakdos is. It's so good. It's garbage, by the way. But we'll see what happens. As you can tell, I'm out of practice with the commentary, since essentially I've said we'll see what happens 4,000 times already. I like this guy. I don't think this is the deck for him, but who doesn't like that guy? He's just like, I've got tentacles and I'm beating the crap out of you. And then I'm going to grow more tentacles and beat the crap out of you more. What are you going to do about it? You can't really do much. You just can't. Alright, so we could take a Blackguard or a Down and Dirty. I think I'm going to be riding Dirty. Blackguard's fine. He blocks a lot, but I think Down and Dirty has more upside. Crypt Incursion. Probably not playing. Alright, we're pretty solid in Jund right now. We have some very awkward cards. Apparently you suck, Showstopper. Like, we have the Renegade Crisis, which is kind of weird to cast. Then we have, like, Spike Jester, who's, like, also kind of hard to cast. I really love an on-color bomb from this pack. So kind of just give us some direction. Let me know where I'm at, and I will be quite pleased. Bah! That is the sound of a card that I'm not very pleased opening. We've got some picks here. Nothing I'm like head over heels goo goo gaga over. We have a green card with no gates. Burst of Strength's fine. Gift's pretty good. Pit Fight is probably the pick for the deck that we're trying to construct. But I'm really want to lean towards this Gift of Orzhova. But I don't think it's happening. It's pretty frustrating. We have 6 creatures right now. I'm assuming in the next few packs we'll be able to pick up creatures. I'm just going to take the safe bet and Pit Fight. I at least remember these packs a lot better. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, I remember how this works, because I played a lot of GTC. This is kind of a whiff pack for us. Like, that's the second really good Boros card we just passed. Aetherize is not on color. I'm going to just take the bat. I'm going to bat it up. Ooh, there we go. Now black's coming our way. Alright. Alright, so apparently we put our neighbor not in black, which is great. If you've ever seen Borat, one of my favorite lines is, "This suit is black. Not." When he's like taking comedy lessons, which is just quite genius of him. Big fan. Big fan. Who's a big fan? It's the Mtgnoob. Look at that. Whoop. Stand back, evil. I have a crucifix of cards. You will now die. Okay. Oof. We're getting some good red and black. I mean, if you watched good old WCW, you would know the red and black is the wolf pack. Oh! If you don't watch wrestling, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and you probably just close the video. But if you do, you know what I just said is just too sweet. It's better than one mugging. 2 muggings. Alright, I think we're kind of going into a nice little black-red Rakdos deck. The problem I'm having now is we have a lot of green cards, and some of them are hard to get away from, i.e. like Putrefy, War Chant, you know, like this guy's whatever, this guy's whatever. If we like hide green, this is kind of where our deck is at. So that being said, I don't want Showstopper. We have like 3 creatures. So Undercity Informer versus the Piggy Biggy. I think we have to play the green, but I'm not super in love with it. We're going to unhide. Show all, please. Oh, sweet. A Psychic Strike. Meh. None of these really excite me. I think it's either hack this, hack this. We don't really have any bombs we have to worry about. Keymaster Rogue seems like the hack here, but I don't think we can get through a 3-5, and we could definitely deal with this with double mugging, so I'm going to let that go. I'm going to be a cool guy. Smite. Why are we getting a white signal now? I don't usually like to play Shadow Slice, but with Gruul War Chant, it might be worth it over picking up a Smite that we might not play. Well, definitely not play, excuse me. There's some cards in here we're not playing. Hide. So we're kind of close to a deck, but we only have 8 creatures, so it's probably better for us to have a finisher, since we're not really top heavy at this point, if that makes any sense. I don't think we're very defensive, so I'm going to take the Armored Transport here. Burst of Strength's a pretty good trick, but Armored Transport's fine. Sure. Give me a key rune that is off color. This deck looks... I mean, I know that's just a sound effect, but I'm not really in love with it. I do like... Oh, wow. Wheel City. The wheels on this bus, they go round and round. Even if I go 0-3 here, which is very likely, since I haven't played in forever, and usually I'll go 0-3 for no reason, I feel that at least I'm kind of on point with where I'm drafting. Not to give myself too much props or anything, because we all know what a great drafter I am with 3 color bleh and 10 creature bleh. All my creatures are like really hard to cast and annoying. Like Spike Jester, not coming down turn 2. Okay, this guy, never. This guy's a defender. What are we doing here? Oh, God. We have just opened up like phooey. Like martial law, 5 alarm fire, and I don't remember what our first thing was, but it was garbage. Splatter Thug's good. Herald's good. Longlegs is good. Slug sucks. I think we take the Street Spasm here. We're kind of all in. Ooh, a Deathrite Shaman. Ooh, is that a Deathrite Shaman? This actually will work well in our deck. I don't know how many ticks it's worth. It's probably not worth that many, but I don't feel like passing it. It's a decent creature. I mean, ultimate price is probably way better. I would agree. These are whatever. This is pretty good. Hopefully something wheels to us. But I'm going to take this Deathrite Shaman. Oops, sorry about that. Stuff happened. Alright, we get a Dread Mangler here. Dreg Mangler, excuse me, which is pretty nice. I'm hoping some of this will wheel also, even if like we get the Guild Gate. And a bunch of poopy rares. I won't get a mild excitement incursion over a Slaughter Games or a Guild Feud. I think we take this guy here. We need creatures. I definitely like Golgari Charm, especially with a lot of 1/1s in the format, like we pass like Beck and Call, so somebody can make a ton of birds on us. However, you know, we got to do what we got to do. All right, the deck's not horrible. Kind of filling in some of the blanks we definitely need to fill in. I mean, thank God we have this Fatal Fumes. This deck seems like a 1-2 right now, and that one maybe come from a buy. Okay, this is a really good pack for us. Whenever a creature you don't control dies, see, not my thing. I do like a Void Wielder. There's a lot of good blue. Launch Party's good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 removal spells. I don't think we need the Launch Party. I still think we need creatures, although I would really like to pick up this Launch Party. It's like a really good removal spell. You know what? We're going to chance it. We're taking the Launch Party. Taking the Launch Party there was probably 100% incorrect with our lack of creatures. But I do like killing things dead, so I mean, we're not going to be playing this. Gotta making some cuts here. Probably not playing the Hired Torturer. I think that's like more of a sideboard card. Definitely not playing these. We could avoid. So this is like 24. Maybe I won't play the Shadow Slice. We need a few more creatures in here. Like, this is our only fixing, but maybe we don't even play it, because we're not very heavy, but we do like some fixing. So this would currently be the deck, I guess, although I'm not in love with the Shadow Slice. But we do have an evasion creature here. We do have a guy that's somewhat hard to beat up on if he's unblocked. Maybe we don't play the Down and Dirty. Definitely play Toil and Trouble, though. Alright, this pack is a super blank for us. I just hacked this Courser's Accord. Jeez, I was really hoping, like, we would get some stuff. Mind Rat's good, especially with, like, Down and Dirty, but whatever. It's probably the Pursuit over the Rhino. I think we need the Rhino, though. I don't really want to deal with the Pursuit. And this was the pack where we were like, oh, good stuff is going to come back, hopefully. And we took, like, the Deathrite Shaman, I guess. And it did not come back. Alright, I could see taking the Golgari Keyrune here. See, like, I'd rather play that over the Rakdos Keyrune. Alright, Cryptborn Horror is probably not happening, since we don't have any direct target. I don't know what this is, but it's a foil rare, which is worth like 3 cents. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the Skull Rend. Ooh, another Mind Rot. That's pretty good. You gotta take that Urban Burgeoning. Alright, we have a deck. I'm not impressed. I think the wheels kind of fell off that bus towards the end, but we will see what happens. I think we'll get run over early, but let's build a deck. Alrighty, so let's build this deck. First, I'm going to put in all my removal, since we have like a good amount of removal. And then we'll kind of take it from there, because I want to see where we're at with all these kill spells. And then we'll make a deck. Okay. You're going to be in, you're going to be in, you're a maybe, no, yes. There we go. Alright, so we have 8 removal spells. I mean, I'm not going to be playing Mark for Death. Just moving over some things. We could have gotten away with playing black-red if we didn't have, like, some decent green-black stuff. I don't think I could cast you. Just also trying to pull some things over and make sure I don't miss anything, because I know I have some. You're a maybe. I really don't want to be playing that. Alright. And we got a Mountain and Swamp to boot. Yay! Alright, I'm going to put in the cards now that I'm definitely wanting to play, as they're probably going to be the glue to the deck. As you can see, I'm like trying to thin and really see what I have here. I think we definitely play that. So yeah, so it's kind of like slim pickings on the creatures, believe it or not. We're at 18. This isn't amazing in our deck, as we have like this guy gets counters and that's about it. I guess this guy gets counters too. So these are like all maybe stuffs. I think we need this for the early game. So we can pick 4 of these cards, and I have to assume, to be perfectly honest, that 4 of them are going to be creatures. We don't need this if we're going to play the Golgari Keyrune. I'm just trying to get anything else that I would like to consider playing over here. I think we're good. I mean, we need 2 more of any of these cards. We have 11 creatures. Gruul War Chant with 11 creatures. I mean, I guess we have 12 creatures. Doesn't seem amazing. Shadow Slice, we have a bat and a spy. So this is maybe a finisher in our deck. Too bad our like removal spells don't really do much. Like I could see cutting these for things. I don't think we need Fatal Fumes, to be perfectly honest. We have pretty decent removal. I think Fatal Fumes is slightly too slow. I think the Gruul War Chant stays in with even with 12 creatures. It's pretty good, especially like having this guy as a 3/1 and being able to pump him and go kind of crazy. The Rhino is a 4/4. Hexproof is nice. You know, 2/2. I kind of like Toil and Trouble. I think that's going in. I think the Cryptborn Horror is going in. I can't see playing this with its really restrictive cost. We don't really evolve it too well. We get to evolve it like maybe with these creatures, and then that's it. And that's not doing it for me. And then of all the rest of these, this can't attack, so it's not really good with that. Shadow Slice seems okay. But I think between Shadow Slice and Gruul War Chant, I'd rather have the War Chant. I also think maybe we put... Like, this is fine, but not really in love with it. I think we put one of these 3 cards in. I'm not really sure which one. Let me know what you would put in. I mean, Mind Rot's also a thing. Like, I could play Mind Rot and Down and Dirty, but I've never really found that strategies like that are somewhere that I want to be. I don't think we need more fixing. I kind of want more creatures, but we don't really have any. Like, I'm not going to play this. It's never going to come down on 2, and that's when it's best. So if we play this, I guess we're going to go with the Shadow Slice. I mean, the Cluestone's good, but we also are playing this already. Cluestone really does fix our mana, though, and we might have mana issues. I'd say, like, it's almost certain that we're going to have some mana issues if we sort by color. We could see, like, we're pretty spread out, especially, like, this is somewhat restrictive. Do we really need a finisher in this deck? Like, can we win without it? Because we just have a ton of removal and dudes. I think Fatal Fumes is not the pick. So it's really between these 2 cards, like Rakdos Cluestone and Shadow Slice. Let me just make sure everything in the deck is what I want it to be. Like, of course, I want these. Like, this is... excuse me. This is necessary, these 2 dorks. Keyrune's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so we have a pretty good amount of creatures. I'd say this is more of a 5-drop. This is fine, but it requires a creature. These are creature-based kill spells and things, these 2. I think we're pretty good like this. I could see Shadow Slice being good as a way to just kind of close out the game unexpectedly. I know a lot of people like Shadow Slice. I personally do not really like it. But when you put it to these 3 cards, I think we need a little bit more of an edge where Shadow Slice kind of fits the bill there. Fits the curve pretty nicely. You know, sometimes it could, in the right kind of situation, hit for 8, which is pretty nasty. Not likely. Minimum, it could hit for 6, though, which is pretty nice. And we do have some guys that have evasion. I think we're going to stick with the Shadow Slice. The Cluestone might really be the better pick. Oof, gotta love that mana base. 6/6/5. That's pretty bad. That makes me kind of frightened to play this deck, as mana might be an issue. You know what? I think I gotta play the Cluestone over the Slice. Maybe I could get rid of this one of these, but I don't really see it. I do like the Slice, but I think after seeing that, we really need to fix our mana. Alright, let's submit, and thank you for watching. Hopefully this has been enjoyable for you to hear the voice of the noob. I'm going to start to try to do a little bit more. You know, I'm going to post this even if I play terrible, just to kind of get back in the rhythm. And thanks again. Please check out the mtgnoob.com.